So the second core principle of profit first that shows that it's working with our behavior rather than against it is the idea of serve sequentially. So recall with profit first that the way the money moves is it's first going to go into our income, and then it goes into our owner's comp and profit. Then it goes into our taxes and our expenses. So we're doing it in a particular order for a certain reason, and the reason is this. So if we eat our vegetables first, vegetables that have all that fiber in there that kind of fills you up, right? It makes you less likely to want to eat that piece of chocolate cake that you know you really shouldn't. So profit first, by taking the money and putting it in our owner's comp and profit first, it makes it so we're less likely to spend the money on the stuff that we know we shouldn't have, which is really expensive, right? So this idea is similar to something called the primacy effect. So the primacy effect states that if we place additional significance on whatever we encounter first. To demonstrate this, we're going to do a little example. In the next slide, I'm going to show you a list of two sets of words. And the goal is that I want you to identify which set describes someone who's a sinner, and the other one is describing someone that's a saint. But we're trying to identify which person is the sinner. So when you see the next slide, I want you to say the sinner is the person that's either on the left or the right. Okay, so which one was the sinner? Was it the one on the left or the right? Now, if you said the left, congratulations, you're a human being and you're subject to the primacy effect. Let's take a look at those words one more time. And I want you to look at them closer. And do you realize that they're actually the same words? They're just in a different order. So what happened is in this one that we identified as the sinner, we looked at just the first couple words in that list, and then we made our judgment based on that. So kind of interesting, right? But what does this have to do with profit first? Well, what it has to do with profit first is this. So if you take a look at the traditional profit formula, sales minus expenses equals profit. So based on the principle of the primacy effect, we got sales and expenses are the first two words that we're looking at in this formula, which means that we're going to place significance on those because those are the ones that we're encountering first. So based on this formula, is it really any wonder that the typical business owner tends to think of profit as kind of the leftover, because that's more at the bottom of the list of words, right? So with profit first, what we're going to do is we're going to flip that formula around, and we're going to say, instead, we're going to say sales minus profit equals expenses. So what we've just done is we've moved profit up that list of words. So now we're going to place more significance on the profit. We're going to make profit our main course or our main focus. And instead, we're going to relegate expenses to the leftovers. So this is the concept of serve sequentially under the profit first system.